Good afternoon, Ladybugs and Yellow Jackets. Welcome to this week's Sunday's episode of Handmade Home Shopping here on Fae Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly. I'm happy to be back here today after the hurdle that we had last week, which I will not go into. Just suffice it to say, I'm glad to be here. Of course, first things first, as you all know, please like and subscribe. And today we are going to twist the bell. Let's see. Here we go. There it is. Like, subscribe, and twist the bell, if you will, for us wherever you're watching. Yes. give it a twist. So also, I want to give our regular shout out here to our show sponsor, which is the Witches Circle Shop. And the Witches Circle Shop is located in Ontario, Canada, helping you with all of your magical needs. They are doing everything from witchcraft kits, crystals, candles, and custom orders. And they even do events like tarot card readings and crystal workshops. Every product is vegan, cruelty-free, and comes from a small family business. So please check them out on Instagram at The Witches Circle Shop, all one word, for store updates and weekly tarot card polls, tips and tricks for your craft. And also their information will be located in the low bar before, during, and after the show, so you can go and give them some love at any time. And then with that said, we will welcome our first artist of the day. And oh, by the way, hi LARP Fairies, and hi Max the Bread Cat. I see you guys out there. Max, you're new. I don't think I've ever seen you out there before, but welcome to the show. And so yes, here we go. The Bead Muse. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Please, if you will, introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from. Give a shout out to any of your home shows, and let's hear about you a little bit.
Well, I'm actually located in Texas. My name is Callie, and I've been attending fair off and on since I was 13. So I kind of grew up around, people doing crazy cool stuff with art and jewelry. And if you hear squawking in the background, I have to apologize. We have a very angry Hans Macaw who is like, there are people and I don't like it. I have been crafting since I was a kid, but about 11 years ago, I took a knee injury, and then I wound up getting pregnant right after. And that was a big change, and I had to find something to do. And I started doing beadwork, and that didn't really resonate. And then I tried wire work, and that sucked for a little while. And then chainmail came into my life, and the next thing I knew, I was addicted. So I went from chainmail and just started combining different ideas for chainmail. So this is one of my favorite bracelets that I made for myself. You'll have to forget the background. Nice. I also recently realized that I more than likely have ADHD, so my life is very much what an ADHD person or a fairy would probably look like, just clutter and cool stuff everywhere.
It is the sign of genius and a creative mind. That is what that is.
I've been told that. Sometimes I doubt it, but I've been told that.
But you don't have time to organize all that stuff. You are too busy envisioning and creating things.
Raising kids on top of it. So actually, I kind of want to show you my most recent piece.
By all means, please do.
So this one actually won't be for sale because this one was for my husband. But I specialize in making gemstone trees now. That was my progression of art has been to just learning stuff and figuring out what I like. So I do almost everything. My next step is silversmithing, but I have no idea when that's going to happen. But I already have a pendant designed in my head, and I have the pieces for it starting to flush out. I'm like, now I just need classes. So this is a micro tree.
There we go. So yes, you have. So just so you know, rotate real slow, nice. Then we can see all the little details. It's like a little tiny bead bonsai.
So it's literally like, let me see if I have a quarter. Hey, don't let the judge.
That bird is actually cracking me up.
He is a bit of a brat, I must admit. He's about 18 years old now, I think, and we got him 11 years ago. So we've had him quite a while. But he was a rescue. So this is a tiny one. And actually, this one I made for my husband because we were at the rock shop, and he had fallen in love with this salamalane with chalcedony, but they were charging like $70 a pound for it because it was considered some fancy physical. And I was like, I am not spending, $35 on a chunk of rock like this. And so we were like, yeah, we don't need that. Well, we happened to go back. It's been like 2 years since they had it. And apparently in one of their random rock piles, there was this itty bitty little tiny piece of it. And I was like, I'm going to make a tree. So I made that one for my husband.
And thus a new portion of your craft was born.
Actually, I don't have the original tree I started with. That one was a gift for a friend, and there's a moth flying at my face. We wound up making her basically a money tree. She was talking about getting one, but she's not a green thumb. And she's like, I want one of those with rocks on it. And I was like, well, you don't want to bring one in that's made by people you don't know or, you know, sweatshops. And so I was like, let me see what I can do. I already have wire. I already have gemstones on hand. Like, let me see. And so I made this honestly kind of ridiculous looking little tree, but it kind of started this passion of like, what can I do with this? What can I design? Right. And so I've been trying to grow them bigger and shrink them down kind of simultaneously. That's the smallest one I've made. And this is not the biggest one I've made. I'll pull that one out in just a second. But this one is a fresh chunk of rose quartz. Like, look at that.
I was just going to ask, I was like, is that a huge chunk of rose quartz that it's on?
Big old chunk of rose quartz. And I sign all of my pieces. So that way, like, it's unfortunately it was with Sharpie. So sometimes certain stones don't hold it. But you can see the apatite and the tanzanite beads are like almost perfect for each other on that one.
And this was for growing and generating money and wealth.
The original one was for generating money and wealth. Now I make it because it's pretty. Yes. I know a lot of people believe in the metaphysical aspects of stones. I actually studied them from the scientific side. So like I know what goes into making them, or the general idea of like how they're made in nature. So like I go from the nerd side, not the magic side.
You know, I'm not sure there's a whole lot of difference. Actually, nature is pretty dang magical. So
there we go. There's a good background.
How long does it take you to do this? It looks like it takes forever. It almost looks like petrified wood.
This is Arizona petrified wood. Yeah, look at the back of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I originally was going to do it this way with the tree coming off one side, but both sides were so pretty that I was like, well, I can't pick. so I did this crazy design where it's kind of coming off like almost like a cliff side. This one is made with Lodolite, and actually it's made with ruby corundum, and my lighting is poopy in here because we have the sun going down where I normally would have sunlight. So let me see if I can face it more towards here.
I think if you hold the paper on the other side, that way the sun coming in the window will reflect off the paper. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. There's some light. You can see our broken air conditioner in the window there.
Nobody's looking at it. We're all looking at that amazing stone in your hand right now.
Yeah, this piece I picked up from one of our local rock shops originally because I hadn't been able to make it out to Arizona to like get someone to take me on a trip to find my own. But one of my favorite things to do is go to local places and find natural local stones and use them when I can. And I have a few pieces. I think there might be one in my shop right now. The other one's sold, that are made with like Spring Creek petrified wood that got washed down in Spring Creek during the major rains.
Oh, wow.
And so they're like petrified oak, really dark browns, really crispy looking. But they're super hard, so they don't break when you're using them. But this one is Lodolite in quartz and ruby corundum, and it's on some raw copper, so it's going to tarnish really nice over time, especially depending on where you're at. Like if you get it shipped to a place where there's no humidity, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm in Texas, so.
Right. So when it tarnishes, does it actually do the patina where it kind of gets the bluey green cool looking?
So in my experience, when it's not touching the skin, it doesn't do that. So like I always tell people, it's a living metal, so you never know what it's going to look like. This is actually one of my older pieces that got broken, so I've got to repair it. But let me see if I can get, like, you can kind of see that is the tarnished color that it turns, so it almost looks like natural
moss or something.
Yeah, it doesn't go green. The copper that I've had go green was actually depends on your the chemicals in your skin, like what you put in your skin, what you drink. My friend, when I made her a bracelet that had a little bit of copper in it, she was turning green, and she was like, I need to cut back my soda intake. And she started cutting back her soda intake, and apparently her skin became less acidic, and so it stopped turning her green. And we were just like, science! Science is fascinating, right? But it was really cool. And for me, the trees are just one aspect of what I do. And I've been told I need to like niche down and like do just one thing. And I have a really hard time with that because I can't focus on one thing too long. I always have to do something new. And so I've given myself a bunch of outlets for my creativity. One of which I showed earlier was chainmail, but I kind of took it to the next level and started making my chainmail with gemstone pendants. And this one got crooked.
Oh, cool.
So this one was in storage for a trip. But
oh my
yeah,
gosh, I love it.
That's a vintage moss agate wrapped in stainless steel. And I've had people say, well, why don't you use sterling silver? Cost, and where we're living right now, I can't use torches and flames and stuff yet.
Well, so can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure, go for it.
If somebody wanted to have that because they wanted a custom piece of some sort, would you be able to do that? Because you could then, of course, set the custom price for the work.
I'm not really in a good position right now, tools-wise, to work with sterling silver. The house we're in isn't safe for that kind of work. I wouldn't trust this house not to burst into flame, to be honest. We're kind of renting right now. We're trying to get back on our feet. Obviously, 2020 was a doozy for everybody, and
yes.
2021 hasn't been much different. So I've been focusing primarily on the things that I don't need a lot of flame for. One of my favorite things to make that I need fire for is my copper sun catchers that I use. I use a really thick recycled copper for the base, and then I wire wrap gems and beads and stuff around it, depending on what I'm doing. But because we moved into a house that doesn't have a gas stove, I can't fire my copper wire anymore to anneal it. And so I've been like, everyone's like, just get a torch. I'm like, I have 2 kids and a very, very wooden old house. not the safest combination.
Yeah. What's this? Now your necklace that you're wearing, is this one of the things that you have made as well? This is some of your bead work?
So this is one of my personal pieces. Let me pull it off. This one I finished in, I don't know if you make anything, but have you ever finished anything and just been like, nope, that's not going anywhere? That's what this one is.
Oh, yeah, I do. I actually have an Etsy store myself, and I do bookbinding and all kinds of handmade magical supplies. But my books are my big one because I'm a bibliophile. So every now and again I make books, and then I'm like, I think that's my book. So I'm not going to sell it.
This lady is made with a, oops, sorry.
Here, let me embiggen you. There we go.
So this bead was actually made by Kat Irado, who is no longer, I don't think she's doing this style of beads anymore because she has, she developed some issues. And so she only wants to do like artistic beads.
Handmade glass beads, huh?
Yeah, so that's a lampwork glass bead that I got from an artist. I think
that's
like
cool.
Ago, and I just stashed it. I gotta be honest, like I'm a dragon. I hoard my stuff until I come up with a price or I use for it. And then you can see that it's got a geode in the bead. But it's the only one like this that I was able to do this with because the other geode bead that I found at the time was too fragile. So if I'd run the wire through it and twisted it the way I do to make my spiders, it would have just snapped. So I was like, I want you to be a spider, but I don't want to break you because I use stainless steel on all of my spiders, which makes it so that you can reshape them how you please.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and as long as you're careful and you bend them like right at the knee and just gently twist down, you can turn them into little sculptures.
Or they could go on your desk, or they could hang off your monitor. They could do a whole bunch of things.
Oh, yeah. Or you can wear, I mean, if you want to wear it like it's crawling on you, you can. I prefer wearing it flat just for my preference, but I also have kids, so, and a parrot. It's easier when it's not sticking out. And then you just very carefully turn it back the direction that you turned it, and ta-da.
There you have your necklace.
Well,
so believe it or not, we're coming up like the 10 minutes is done and gone already. Everybody always thinks it will go slow, but it does not go slow. No. So you did mention that you wanted to do the magic word, so I changed your little ticker. So the magic word, everybody, this week, I'm just going to put it into the comments for you. It is chicken head, and which is hilarious. You have to have watched our Wednesday show to understand why chicken head is this week's word. We have had some pretty strange words, but they're always hilarious. So what that means, though, for you guys who are new to watching the show is that if you order from our vendors here that you see on the show today that have the little mushroom, then you will get a bonus gift with your purchase within here the next week. So if you mention the magic word, so just mention your magic word at checkout and you will be good to go. So is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go this afternoon?
Just thank you guys for having me on here. And it's pretty exciting to get to share some of what I do. I've been doing this for going on 11 years now. So it's always interesting to find new people, and the community you're building is awesome. I gotta get active in it though.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, with that said, then we will let you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a good one. Thank you for coming today.
You too. Can't wait to see who else you have on today.
Yeah, we do. We have a whole lineup down there. So onward, yes, onward we go. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, we are off to an awesome start here today. And so we are moving on now. Let's see, Luna Creations, do I have you down there? Yes, I do. I am. Hi, Ben, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm going to change your name here just to add your Luna Creations to your little tags so that stays on the screen. There we go. Yay. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Yes, please, if you will, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, I'm Ben Luna. I do leather. I'm from Des Moines, but originally I'm from Ecuador, South America. I've been doing Renaissance fairs for about 3 years. I started leather working about 4 years ago, and I like to do different stuff with leather.
So how did you get into the Renaissance scene?
Because of the leather, I used to do like these small art shows, and I did small things with leather, and people say, you should bring this to the Renaissance fair. So I went one day, and people really liked my stuff, and I saw how much they like it. So I started making more and different stuff, and that's where I started from.
Yes. So let's see some of the work that you've got.
Okay, this is a few things I made, especially for people that don't want to carry in pockets. Like this is my personal one, and you can have cards, your money.
Up higher, a little higher if you can.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
There we go. I know it's on your wrist, so it's kind of hard to see. Can you turn it sideways so we can see kind of its thickness?
Yeah, let me take it out really quick. So, because I got something else you can do with this. So that's the thickness. And this one, if you don't want, you can take the small belts out, and they have a space for belt, so you can put it in your belt.
Oh, whoa, that's nice. It's convertible.
So, and then other thing I saw that people, I saw this one. There's a lot of people like this one. Some of you guys seen it before. So this is an arm brace, and it has for your cards.
You know, can I ask a question about that? Because I see these a lot, and as a chick, I don't know if this holds true for gentlemen and their common wear, but it certainly is true for me. But one of the things I worry about with credit card holders like that is my cards falling out if I were moving around. So what direction does that face? And when you put it on, does
just taking this out is a little bit hard to take a card. Let me see how. A card out is hard to take it out, but I can put this one here, and I make them tight because I know leather stretches.
Yes.
And then when you put it on, it bends a little bit, so if they want, it doesn't. There you go. So it's hard to.
I see. So, but you're able to still get a hold of it. So
yes,
because it will be tight, and then that goes with the opening part is at the top, right?
Yes. So it depends on how you put it on. You know, you put it in your left hand, it will open to your left. Or the other hand, I have a choice that you can choose which side you want it to open. Another one, I will put it for the other side to open.
And so you can make them left-handed or right-handed.
Yes.
And then also, I'm curious, do you ever do any kind of, I guess maybe imprint work? Like if somebody wanted to design on that, are you able to do
Yes, I can do it. I haven't done that yet right now because I've been so busy making this right now. So I don't offer it. And then somebody else asked me about a phone one. So I made a phone one.
What?
A phone case.
I love that.
Comes out.
Whoa.
And then you have a phone case too.
Oh, so you can basically just have your phone case, and then when you're ready to go to fair, you just
Yep.
plop that bad boy right onto your bracer, and you're ready to go.
Card space here too.
This is nice. These are
And then
real nice.
for these I made, because I know that they carry money, I put it there.
And then that's behind your phone.
Yeah,
so
it's behind it, so it will be covered with the phone, so you don't have to worry, and it will push it in.
Wow, I really like your designs that you've come up with. They have a lot of utility.
Thank you. Yeah, those are a few things that I saw when I go to fairs or I go to like cons. People are trying to look for their money and they cannot find it in their pockets. So I decided to make something that is going to be easy for them to look for it.
When you're garbed up, you don't exactly have classic pockets.
Yeah, that's right. Then this is another thing I just made. This is a tail, dragon tail.
Move it very slowly in front of the camera because the camera has to take a minute to focus. So that is cool. I know a lot of dragons out there too.
And I'm making different designs for the tails. I just started doing them, so I'm still in the process of making those. But I know you said that a lot of people like dragons, so I made some dragon bracers.
What? Slow, 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 slow. Hold that. Yeah, there we go. Nice and slow.
And these
Those
are really flexible.
Ash. Those pieces are awesome. Did you hand paint these too? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yes, I have a spray, like airbrush.
Yes.
So I airbrush everything, yes. But yeah, everything you see, yes.
And so what if people, how do these get sized to somebody? I mean,
well, these ones I can go into a medium. Usually, what I do is I change is the ring part that I ask for. When you go to my page, I ask for the ring, so it depends on the fingers will be, because these will mold to your hand. These are really that. If you want extra small, then for a kid, then I have to do it different. I haven't done templates for that yet, because I haven't got that question for a really extra small.
Most people are probably not willing to spend that much money for their kid that will be grown out of it by next year.
Yeah, that's true. That's why. Then I got one more thing for the dragons. I made these claws.
What? Are those metal?
Yep, I have metal. And let me see if I have the plastic ones. Let me see the plastic ones.
Are they sharp?
These one, no. These are not sharp. Well, the points, but no, I don't sharpen them. I don't. If you want to sharpen, you're welcome to sharpen them. But because of the danger, I don't sharpen them.
Oh, hold it still. Hold it still. Yep. And then turn it slowly so we can see the back of it. Not the underside, but the top side. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. There we go. How do you do all this scale work? Is that hand tooled on there?
No, these I buy the leather. This the leather I buy this type of leather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. So it already comes done.
It has double leather.
Oh. I see. Very nice.
And then I do make plastic ones too.
A little less dangerous.
Yeah.
It's funny because in my hand I can hear the sound of those just in my imagination of those wrapping against something, like tappity tap tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So what is your home fair, if I may?
Des Moines Renaissance Fair.
Oh, okay. So in Iowa, right?
Yes, Iowa. Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to Des Moines Renaissance Fair. Yay.
And then if you guys, somebody go over there, I'm going to have a Witcher armor. Have you seen the Witcher?
I've seen some of it.
Okay, I have the armor, the black armor, the new one that came on.
Yes.
And I don't have it with me right now, but I will have it for pictures, so people can go and take pictures with it.
Do you have it on your Instagram?
I have it in my page. You want to bring it?
Let me see if I can pull up your page here. I've got I have your Instagram, your Facebook, and then your website. Which one should I pull up?
It should be, try to Facebook is better. I think that's where I put most of my stuff.
Okay.
I think my daughter is bringing it, so she'll bring it right away.
All right.
But the same thing, I have a Fallout armor. I do a lot of anime stuff too.
Of
I don't know
what?
if people play Fallout 4.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
game on
Fallout.
PlayStation.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to make that type of armor too.
Let's see here. I am gonna pull up your Facebook page really quick.
All right.
Here we go. Can we see here?
So this is
this
is the armor.
Let me take this up. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Oh, nice.
So this is the armor, and then it goes to the shoulders. So it will be the bag will be taken out, and people can take pictures with it. And
I like how you've made it so the shoulders can move up and they can articulate up and down quite easily.
I like to do everything as movement, especially when you go to Renfest. You want to be a little bit comfortable, with all that material that people wear. You want to be a little bit comfortable.
Yeah,
so I try to put that in a lot of my emphasis in my products.
Let's see here. Here we go. All right. I just I had your Facebook pulled up here, so kind of this is your dragon. Now, how does the dragon tail attach, if I can ask?
Yeah, it has a clip. I don't have the clip with me, but I haven't finished it. So it has going to come a clip right here with the resin, and it's going to clip into so you can put in your belt or anything. So it's going to have a clip.
Gotcha. That makes perfect sense.
I think my daughter's looking for the clip. She's running back and forth trying to find the stuff.
Well, so is there? We're kind of coming up on our time here a little bit. Is there anything else that you would like to show us? Like one last thing before we let you go this evening?
Well, let's see. I got this for people that like anime.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna embiggen you.
I forgot the name of my daughter is the one that she knows all these, but she's told me about. So anybody that knows anime, they might know these masks.
I do not know this mask, but I know we have a lot of people watching right now. So do one of you guys recognize this mask from anime? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Did you sculpt these?
Yeah, yes, I got it. And then this one too.
Oh, sweet. It's like a falcon. Let's see. My Hero.
Yeah, that's what you have for My Hero. Yeah, it's one of the guys, yes.
Well, good. Points to you, Max the Bread Cat. You got it. All right. Well,
and then I'm doing the magic word. So if anybody that wants to buy, put the magic word, the chicken head, they get 10% discount. So if you put at the end of you get a 10% discount.
Okay, I'm going to actually put that into the comments. Let's see, 10%, so everybody knows, 10% discount. I don't like to type very much because I type so loud. I have a clickety-clackety keyboard, so I'm trying to make it fast. Chicken head. All right, and as a reminder to everybody, of course, the links for Ben's store are going to be in the low bar before, during, and after the show, so you guys can backtrack here to our low bar or descriptor, depending on where you're watching from, and they will always be there. So, yes, and with that said, then we will bid you adieu and good evening. So I hope you have had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, happy spring.
Oh, yeah. Enjoying it.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. We are cruising right along. Oh, this has been a really good weekend. All right. So ArtSeelie, I see you down there. There you are. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing all right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Look at your face. You look amazing. Did you do that yourself?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is awesome. So please, if you will, introduce yourself to us and tell us who you are and where you're from, and give a shout out to your home peeps, and then we'll give you the screen and see what you've got.
All right. I'm Felisa, and my shop's name is ArtSeelie, which means art fairy. And what I do is I paint, and I do paintings and I do jewelry. and I am from Ohio, so I'm in the Akron area.
Oh,
Just
okay.
came back to Florida. Yeah.
I know some people out there. Have you ever done Oddmall?
No, no. I just got back to Ohio. I was in Florida for 20 years, so I just came
Oh,
back.
oh. Well,
Yeah.
Oddmall or Con on the Cob, those are some events that I know that are out right in that area. I've got
Oh.
heaps as a thing to possibly look into.
Yes, yes, I will be looking into those.
Well, let's see some of the things that you have to show us here today. It looks like you're also wearing some of your work as well, not just your face.
Yeah, look. Yeah, I have. Well, this one is
I'm gonna embiggen you. Here we
I
go.
don't know if you can see it
Yes.
because I work with gemstones and I
Yes.
make necklaces and rings, and I do wire wrapping rings and gemstones. This one is the Angel Aura
Oh,
crystal.
yeah. I bet
Yeah,
it has a nice shimmer to it.
and one of my paintings. You can. Ooh, oh, hold on.
Like
There we go.
kind of in front of you. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's adorable. It's a fairy with a ladybug.
You know what? So
What's it
I'm
on?
selling. It's on. It's on. I don't know. I think it's called cold pressed paper
Okay.
on a block.
Oh,
And it's under resin.
under resin. I'm like, what? How are those things shiny? But now I get it. Resin makes them shiny. She is so adorable. Look at her.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And the other one I have today, because I have I think I have 7 left, and they're all different.
Oh, hi, Foxy Fairy. Hug. Yes.
So I have those, and they're I'm selling them for $150 each, and with the magic word, you can get 15% off.
15% off with the magic word. Perfect. What else have we got?
That's all I have right now because I'm in the car.
Oh,
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Did you just come back from a birthday celebration?
Yes, we went to the Mohican Castle.
What is
So
that?
it's a castle. I don't even know. It's in what is this place called? Land something? Landall, Ohio, and it's this castle that has like what is it? Mystery dinner shows and everything. It's like up in the mountain. It's awesome.
It was awesome. Well, if you want, I know you have because you haven't been here yet very long, and I know that I've got your Facebook and your website. Would you like to take a look at these together here a little bit?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up your website here. Get into it. Uh-oh. My computer didn't like that for some reason. Let's see if I can fix that. Now.
Is it not working?
I don't think it's your website. I think it's my computer. I think it's a weird ad blocker thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been giving me some awkward trouble lately. So I have to kind of maybe look into that. I will find your Instagram, though, when we can look at that.
Okay.
Because that I know I can find. There it is. And Philly, not so much on the Instagram though. Let me see if I can click through from here.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
It does not. No, it doesn't like that. I don't know why. I'm just gonna try really quick to adjust my little ad blocker and see if that fixes it. But I don't. No, it does not fix it. That is really strange. So
you can try my other website. I'm not sure because I know I had my portfolio up there at one time, but I wasn't sure if I took it down already or not because it was in the plans. It was in the works of me taking it down.
And what was that?
It was www.law of seven, the number 7, Luxe, LUXE, art.com.
That one, in fact, did come up.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, Mommy. I just want to get out.
Because I also do tarot readings and
I'm get out and see them.
healings and stuff like that.
There we go. Does this look right to you?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
And if you go on the offering, I think it's offerings.
Offerings? Okay.
Yeah, and okay.
Oh, yes, I see here some 5x7 paintings. Okay, quick view. Let's look at this. Oh, look at all of these. You have so many.
Yeah.
No, you can.
I sold a couple. I have 7 left, so.
Oh, I love this unicorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
I
And they're
am
all
sharing,
5x7.
right? Like this is sharing.
Okay.
Yes, okay, very good. I was like, everybody can see what I'm looking at, right? I'm not just talking to myself. So what inspires you to do fairy magical creature paintings? What is the history on this?
I am a big fairy person, period. Like I'm currently taking a certification in the folklore of fairies and everything. So I've always been about fairies. So I have the little 5x7s, and then I have a bigger collection that's I want to say they're like poster size. They're like 26 by I want to say 36 maybe.
That's big, yeah.
Of guy and girl fairies that I've painted.
These are really quite beautiful. I'm so glad I pulled this up so we could just see a huge selection of your work. Do you have smaller print versions of these that people can get or request just to, you know?
Yeah, you can request them. Yeah, and I can get them for you. I'm doing run. Sorry, what?
Here's the ladybug. I found her.
Yep, there she is.
Dragon love here.
Yeah, if you want a print of one, just message me and I can get you a print.
And can I ask you a little bit real quick, because readings also, you said you do these and I see them here on your site. Can you elaborate what you do with your readings? What does that process look like for the customer, if that's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. It's either a 3, a 3, 5, or full card reading, which is usually 10 cards. And usually between 15 to 30 minutes. The full reading probably will take about 45 to an hour, just to give you as much information as possible. And I'm not the kind of tarot reader that tells you the future or something like that. I remind you of what you need to know, of stuff that you've forgotten that you need to hear again, that will make a shift happen so that you can move forward.
And so when you do these, I'm going to go ahead and stop this here and bring us back together. When you do these, are they live with somebody? So you maybe do a Zoom call, or do you do the thing and then send them a packet?
We could do it on a Zoom. We could do it on the Facebook Messenger. It could be over the phone. I could do it and take pictures of your reading and send you the voice. What is it called? The
voicemail?
I can record it. Yeah, the voicemail to you. I can, type everything out for you and send that to you. So it's just however you want to do it. Because I know some people are shy about getting on camera. So you don't have to do that.
Don't have to get on the camera. All right. Well, is there anything that you'd like to share with us? Any last things before we let you go today? Got your 15% what's the magic word? Chicken head. And yep. All right.
And if you want a complimentary card reading, I'll do a 1-card pull for you with the magic word. And and I can do like a little short reading for you from 1 card.
And actually, I am going to put this, because I didn't have this website, I don't think, until just now here in the show. So I'm going to put this into the comments also for our watchers in case they want to go there and purchase from that website. So yes, that way everybody can access the things. So, well, thank you so much for coming on the show this afternoon, and happy birthday to you. And happy birthdays. I hope you saw the happy birthday wishes from our audience members out there.
Everybody, yep. And you look super cute, by the way. I miss my.
You look super cute. All right, have a good one. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. All right. This hour has flown by. So last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination.
I'll scoot over. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There. You'll look like this. Maybe. Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go. So please, if you will, introduce yourself and tell us who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Hi, I'm Morel with ID Fabrications, and I'm a costume designer that has gotten into supplying plastic raw casts. Oh, I don't know if you can see the white.
There we go.
So.
And so you're making seashells for mermaids?
Yeah, so I sculpt seashells, and then I cast them in the hard resin plastic, and I sell the raw casts so mermaids can decorate them and glue them to tops. These are some of the sample tops that I've done for the shells that I offer.
All right, these are amazing. Can you bring some of these forth and show them to the camera?
Sure. Sure. Oops, maybe. Oh, possibly. So this is the cartoon top the shells that I have.
Like Ariel.
Yes, it's like an Ariel top. And then this is one of my newer casts. This is the ammonite shell. It's like a fossil. And so you can either order one or you can order two of them for a set.
So can I ask a question?
Yes.
I hear a little bit of feedback, so I'm trying not to talk too much. But
okay.
How do you plan for different sizes of mermaids? If you catch my drift.
I do. So this is my outfit that I wore for WhimsyCon in Denver, which is a steampunk festival, which steampunk is my favorite aesthetic because it's more is more is more. And so when I started making the steampunk mermaid top, I couldn't find any natural shells that fit my top size.
Yeah.
So I ended up sculpting my own shells and taking a class on how to make the resin sculpts and do all of this. And after the show, I got a whole bunch of questions on where I got my shells for the top. So I said, oh, I'll cast you a couple of what I made. And then I got invited into this beautiful community of mermaids that just asked, you know, do you have this top and this? Because the biggest problem is natural shells is, one, they aren't big enough. And two, if you do find them big enough for larger size tops, they're incredibly heavy to glue onto a top. So, or you can do the silicone, which the silicone is really expensive. So I started making and sculpting, like this shell is huge. This shell is larger than my hand. It's 8 inches tall. So it fits, it's a full coverage shell, where the normal lion paw shell is about 2 inches smaller all around.
And so you build these on top of a bra?
Yeah, a bra or a swim top or whatever. And the best part about them is that you can use a heat gun to heat up the plastic, and they actually mold to your cup size. So you just heat them up around there, and then you mold them onto your top. And so they fit perfectly, and you can trim them if they're too big. And I have shells of all different sizes. I even have a giant clamshell, which is 11 inches by 10 inches.
Is it there?
Yes. Should I grab it?
Yeah, you should grab it. I have to see the giant clamshell. It's going to be amazing. These are just so cool. I can see them in the background, and they have all kinds of like fish nets and
so
stuff.
This is the custom top that I'm in the middle of working on for a mermaid. And
awesome.
Yes. So it is so sparkly. I'm hand putting on all the little crystals on this one, but you can tell it's a large shell.
It is a large shell. That's amazing. Now, do you buy the bras for the person, or if somebody wants a custom top, do they send you a bra? Like they provide that part, that way you can.
Yes, that's how I work. Every mermaid top crafter works differently. I have so much trouble finding tops that fit me that I always think it's best to have a mermaid find her top and that fits her and that she likes, especially working in the larger sizes, because they're just wild. So I normally have a mermaid will ship me a top, and then we'll get together and do a design together and kind of work it out. And then if I don't have a shell that fits, then I normally sculpt one, like with her. This is a 36F top.
What is the original sculptures? What do you sculpt before you make your cast, I guess? I don't know how to ask that question. Is it like clay or?
Yeah, it's a non-hardening clay. And so I sculpt the shells out of that, and I sculpt them on a form and kind of get what I like, and then I cast them, and I make a mold of that, and then I go ahead and cast the plastic in them.
Nice. This is quite the process to do this.
Yes.
Might I ask, what does something like this cost?
The normal range of a raw cast, like the shell sets that are raw, where a mermaid can make her own, or those range anywhere. The normal range is $18 a set. The bigger ones go up to $25 a set, and then I also have little accessories. This is a little octopus, and those run around like $12 depending on where it is.
Sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
Oh, I was just going to say the custom tops start at $100 and then kind of go up from there depending on how involved they are.
It's actually remarkably reasonably priced, considering the process that you have to go through to do that. And yes, I agree with you, Lumos Fairy. These are magical and fantastical. These are really cool. We have somebody commented earlier about this feature, I think, on your shoulder.
Oh, yes.
Did you make that?
I did, and the best part is it's a toilet bowl float. So the top part is a toilet bowl float that I sculpted, and his arms are the wooden snakes.
Oh,
yeah. So I cut off their heads, and those are his arms. And then that's one of those old school toilet bowls.
It goes in the back of the toilet bowl. That's awesome. Where did you even get that idea?
I'm a sucker for romantic strolls through Home Depot, so that's that's where I spend most of my time. It's just up and down the aisles and finding stuff. And
well, now, what does the time frame look like? So if somebody wanted to contact you to order something from beginning to end of process, what is it, like a month wait, a 3-month wait? What does that look like for somebody? Because we're coming up on season, and some places will be able to have fairs, and so people may want to prepare, right?
Yes. So I am a crafter through and through. And so me being able to sell the raw cast to other crafters and see what they create is just something I adore. And the stuff that other people have created with the raw cast shells is unbelievable. So on those ones, since I already have the molds and everything, it's only a day or two before I ship those out. The tops are normally like 2 to 3 months, depending on where I am in my schedule and what's going on.
Perfectly understandable. Well, I'm going to just pull up, if we can, your Instagram here really quick. And let me get my little share screen. Instagram. Okay. So I'm going to scroll through these, and if you would like, can you just ask me to pull one out and elaborate maybe on it a little bit? Just like these first two look like they've got whole outfits that go with them, and I mean, these are amazing.
So the one was the first one there is for a belly dancer. She's a belly dancing mermaid, and so it's more jeweled and it's very twinkly. The sound of it, like it makes a lot of sound. That one was a lot of fun. And then
all of these things.
Yeah. And then the next one is more of a fairy inspired mermaid top.
Yeah, with our wings in the back. I love the purple, this business.
Right.
I like how that hangs. Let's see.
And then the next one over is a mermaid that I sent the shells out to, and she got such a beautiful mold on her top.
Oh. No, go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, and that's why I shared that one. I was so impressed with how it just formed so nicely. And then that's a top that I did for a photo shoot. And then if you go down, there's a maker, Quill and Oddities, on the blue double shells on the shoulder there.
This one? Oh.
Yes.
Like a cauldron. Sweet.
Right? So she took 2 sets of the raw cast shells and made mermaid armor. And I am just in awe of how gorgeous they turned out. And they're fully articulated.
Those are awesome.
Yes. Yeah. They went to a customer and we're all waiting on underwater photos. Because that's the other nice thing is everything, once sealed, it's all swimmable, can go underwater.
That is a good thing to know, since a lot of mermaids do, pool parties and other such things like that. That is a sweet mermaid armor.
Right.
I'm in love with that.
Right. When she showed it to me, I was like, oh, girl.
And then the new ones you were talking about, the ammonite.
Yes.
These are awesome.
Yeah. So that was actually a necklace that I've had for years, and I've never found the right purpose for it. And I was like, oh, it would look perfect with these fossil shells. So. And
I bet those puka shells that are on there make the coolest, like clackety, clackety, clackety.
Yes.
I can hear it in my head. Okay, let's look at with a couple more, and then we'll, because we are at 5 o'clock, but I'm having a really good time looking at all of your amazing work. Here's your cartoon, quote unquote, shells, the Ariel kind.
My Ariel with her voice box coming out the top.
Oh, that is exactly right. Let's see here. Okay, tell me where to stop.
Oh, you could keep going. The next one down, that one right there, that's the latest with the this is more of a siren top. And that's showing the little accessories that I have, like the little octopuses, and then I have some other like barnacle sets and stuff that you can add on to everything and cast crystals.
I see what you mean. Originally, when you said accessories, I thought you meant sort of like the way you have your octo guy on your shoulder, but you mean these are things that can kind of mix and match with your actual seashell bra.
Right.
That's awesome.
And so I had a person make a belt with the octopus too, and then just a whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm just always in awe of what everybody creates using the cast shells.
Oh, and here's kind of some of the process of
Yes.
staining or painting. Nice.
So you take the raw plastic and put a spray paint a primer on it, and then you can use any acrylics, anything you want to paint them, and then you just seal it with an everyday. I have all the paint recommendations on my website, but it's just a clear gloss spray paint to seal it, and once they're sealed, they're swimmable and all sorts of fun stuff.
This is cool. You can really see that. I like the tatters on the siren top too.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. It was a nice touch. Just it's a kind of asymmetry is a thing. Look at that. I bet that one makes nice little sounds too with all those little pukas. Pukas and the little belly bells.
Yeah, that one's my personal top for. It's more of a siren. It's got a skull in the middle of it. So.
These are amazing.
Beautiful.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Some cool armor for SCA. I think they're referring to the pauldrons. I'm over here doing a chicken wing with my chicken head. All right. Well, with that said, is there anything that you would like to say to everybody before we let you go today?
No, thank you so much for having me on. This was a blast.
Absolutely.
I am going to Magic Con, and I'll be a vendor there. So
where is that at?
It is in Washington, D.C.
And when?
They just changed it to August. I think it's 6th through 8th.
Okay.
So
August 6th through 8th, Magic Con in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and you'll be able to touch everything, because I know a lot of people are tactile and want to feel it. So it'll be available for there. And then just the website you can order off of.
And I'm just putting that there into the chat for everybody. And then also you are doing the magic word. So if people order within the next week from you and they use the magic word chicken head, they will get some kind of bonus gift.
Yes, I will throw in a free secret bonus gift.
All right. That sounds awesome and good and fun. So, all right. Let's see here. With all of that said, that brings us to the end of today's show, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had so many viewers today. Yay. Well, and welcome to all the new people. There's so many new viewers out there. Hi, everybody. With that said, that brings us to the end of the show. And today is Sunday. That means we will be back with you here on Wednesday for our next episode of Fae News. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you would like to support our work, there's also, you can always join the channel and or the Patreon. And I think with that said, have a good rest of your evening and Sunday, everybody. And I will hopefully see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Hello, friends. This is Gunther Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family. Safe travels!